Impi lapho kuba khona isiqoqo saseningizimu Afrika ku kickboxing umphetha ngene lapha yabo Edward Mkhabela uthola naphezulu lapha na Tollie Enslin kanti ukhona lapha uDerek Dippenaar eduze kwami.
Thank you very much. 10 rounds, the South African light welterweight title at stake. Edward Mkhabela, the champion, and he's going to defend against Tollie Enslin, the former champion. Mkhabela was the man that took this title away from Enslin last year in March, and Enslin's going to try and take it back. We're going to go ringside now for those official announcements.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the main arena here at the Rand Easter Show. We're on to the main fight before the break, and this is in the light welterweight division. It is in fact the South African National NFK light welterweight title. It's between, on my right in the blue corner, his weight 64.5 kilograms, wearing black and red outfit. His record, he has had 12 professional fights. He's lost 111, he has lost 1. 4 of the wins by knockouts. He's all the way from Bandini in Natal. Let's hear it for Tollie Enslin. Versus on my left at 61.5 kilograms. He's wearing a red outfit. His record, 12 fights with 12 wins. 3 of these by knockouts and 2 by kick knockouts. He is the South African light welterweight champion all the way from Carltonville. Ladies and gentlemen, Edward Mkhabela. Our referee, Mr. Boetie van der Heefer. Our judges, Mrs. Gert Kotsier, Boy Meyer, and Andre Bredenbach. Our timekeeper, Piet Nordeer. Thank you.
Right, fighters. Guys, you both know the rules. Stick to the rules. Have a nice and clean fight. Listen when I call you to break. When I call you to break, I want each one of you to give 1 step backwards. Good luck and may the best guy win. Shake hands. Cornermen, please don't shout out the corners. Thank you.
Seconds out. Round number 1.
Yebo sithela phana kulwa emzuliswana eyishumi kanti ke nje siqala lapha emzuliswana oqala mangazisa ukuthi lapha eduze kwethu khona lapha uJoe Collin obuya kwala se-United States of America Atlanta Georgia kanti insizwa lena yazwa kakhulu kweze kickboxing yake yaba ngisizwa lapha egaqele isicoco se-middleweight emhlabeni kanti ke laphana yebo uyi-commentator for laphana iminyaka eyishumi nesikhombisa 17 years nangu Derek Dippenaar.
Thank you very much. Yes, welcome to Joe. And of course, we have in the ring now the big grudge fight in the light welterweight division. Tollie Enslin, former professional boxer as well, doing a lot of the attacking now. Edward Mkhabela, the champion in the red trunks and the yellow shirt. Enslin doing a lot of the attacking now. Enslin is a very aggressive fighter. As a boxer, he made a reputation for himself as a brawler, as a fighter, and he's doing that in the ring, in ring contact fighting art as well. He's a really tough contender. Lost the title to Mkhabela last year, and he's going to do everything possible, if you look at the way he's fighting at the moment, to take that title back. Joe, welcome to South Africa. Your impression so far?
Well, it looks to me like you said, like Enslin is really calm, relaxed. He's got a method, he's got a purpose. Mkhabela hasn't been able to figure it out yet thus far in the round.
Enslin's the kind of fighter that never waits for the fight to come to him. He always takes the fight to his opponents, and he does everything that's necessary to take the title. That's the way he usually fights, that's the way we know him. And he's definitely shaped up on his kicking. His kicking's looking much better, and I think he's in great shape. But Mkhabela is a man that took that title away from him. I don't think it's going to give it away easily.
Kuzoba nzima ngempela ngani ngoba uma ngibhekisisa njena le mpilo lena izohamba lapha ukuthi kuhlelwe kanjani lapha ubani ohlele kahle noma ohlele kangcono kunomunye ubani futhi lapha onestamina nokwazi ukusebenzisa lapha yebo izandla ahlanganise nezinyawo lapha ngendlela ezoba effective ihlale ithole indawo kuloyo otholekile. Yebo loyo bekumzuswana oqala simele lapha umzuswana olandelayo wesibili. Ngokuqothayo lapha sibona ukuthi ngempela ngabe kwenzekani engena kanjalo uTollie Enslin kanti ke uyavika kahle kakhulu umfoka Mkhabela lapha.
Step away from him when he comes inside you. Step away side kick. Let him come and
Sibone futhi ngakolunye uhlangothi.
Round number 2.
umzuzwana wokuqala uhambe kanjalo njengamanje singena kowesibili olandelayo.
Well, this fight started fast and furious with Tollie Enslin on my card now anyway, doing most of the work in round 1. He's the challenger, he wants that title back. Enslin in the black and red, and Mkhabela in the red trunks, the yellow shirt. Enslin on the attack once again, just really putting a lot of pressure on Mkhabela. Referee Boeta van Heever jumps in between, says, no guys, listen to my commands.
Umzuzwane ngamunye laphana udonsa imzuzu embili 2 minutes kanti ke kuhlalo laphana imzuzu owodwa laphana benikezwe amaqhinga okuwona kumele basebenzise nxashana bephindela emzuzwaneni olandelayo.
It's Joe, an interesting issue is 2-minute rounds, 1 minute rest in between. In contrast to boxing, which goes 3 minutes per round. Why is that?
Well, in kickboxing, of course, as both these guys are showing you, you have to throw a lot of powerful kicks. Each fighter has to throw 8 powerful kicks per round. The leg's a lot longer, a lot stronger, a lot heavier. It takes a lot more energy, and we want to make sure that the rest-to-action ratio is 1 to 2, making sure the fighters get well recovered before the next round begins.
Furious action from Enslin in this round 2 again.
Sithi nje ukubheka emuva kancane laphana umva Mkhabela samazi insizwa ngempeleleni ekwazi ukuthi siqoqe iqaphelisise futhi ngokunjalo sibonile laphana elwane insizwa eziningi ezahlukahlukene izehlula ngendlela laphana iqaphelisisa ngayo nendlela enamandla ngayo kanti ke uTollie Enslin laphana insizwa esiyaziyo inamandla iyethwala impi isekuloyo elonaye njengamanje kasazi ngempela ukuthi ngabe iyozala nkomo nina ngoba zahlala zayithola hlangothi zombili noma ke engekho amagalelo ngempela engahle mhlambe ngithi laphana yahlala ayithola indawo kuze kube njengamanje.
Enslin still putting a lot of the pressure on. Mkhabela not doing as much as I thought he would do in the opening rounds, and allowing Enslin to put a lot of pressure on him early on. Once again, an explosive combination from Enslin. No damage done though. End of round 2 of 10. That's Tollie Enslin in his corner, men from Mandini. Enslin, of course, from the well-known boxing family. His brother Saki was a South African champion himself. Mkhabela is coached by Master Joe Viljoen, one of the main supporters of the sport in the country. On the replay, Enslin's coming through very strongly, throwing a lot of combinations, putting a lot of pressure on Mkhabela. Nice right cross from Mkhabela though. That's Joe Viljoen with Mkhabela giving some sound advice at the end of round 2.
Round number 3.
And round number 3 is about to get underway.
Ngempela kuzothanda ukuthi kube nzima ngani ngoba ngeke ngasho ngathi ukuhlela emdlalweni ofana nalona kubaleke ngendlela engeke ngayichaza ngene ngoba lento lena idinga laphana ukuthi ube nestamina ngempela esokuthwala sikubeke emzuswaneni wokugcina laphana njoba belwa emzuswane eyishumi kanti ke futhi nokukwazi ukuthi laphana uhlanganise ngithi ke ama combinations laphana uwasebenzise ngendlela ezokubeka esimeni sokuthi ukwazi ukumdida loyo olonayo ikona lokho ukwenza ukuthi ke mhlambe ke ube ngcono kunalo osukubhekene naye eringini.
Joe, halfway through round 3, how are you scoring this fight?
So far, I've got Enslin winning both of the first 2 rounds. I haven't seen these guys fight before, but it seems to me that Enslin has all the confidence going for him, that Mkhabela is just now starting to tilt his head, making him miss some of the initial shots, but has not been able to answer the blows that Enslin has landed.
Mkhabela in recent months have not looked as sharp as he had been before. Whether he didn't train as hard, I saw him in a previous fight, a non-title fight, where he wasn't as peaked. He came back and had a title fight in January. He looked very good, retained the title easily. But him and Enslin have always been fierce competitors, have always been very tough against each other and taken the fight to each other.
Ezimbili isihlalile zayithola indawo ziphuma ku-Tollie Enslin olokhu ethwale njalo impi kanti kumkhabela noma elwa emuva mawubhekisisa kahle kakhulu kukhona kwenziwa laphana zahlala zithole indawo ngempela laphana udedela ama-combinations amahle kakhulu ahlale ayithole indawo esihle bephuma laphana ku-Tollie Enslin nokho ke wasivika kahle kalula ngokuthi atshekise ikhanda alisemuva laphana yena uMkhabela.
Enslin used to be a very wild fighter who used to press ahead regardless. He's showing a lot of discipline, a lot of maturity in keeping his hands up and not going overboard.
into ebengengayisho lena ngathi uMkhabela ungacabanga ukuthi akenzi lutho ngempela njengoba elwa emuva kanti yahlala ngempela ayithole amagalelo akhe endawo laphana hayo impendulo yalombuzo bengisho laphana ukuthi bhekisisa kahle kakhulu ubone ukuthi kabe kwenzekani na.
Well, Joe, what did you think of that punch? That really came through very quickly.
Well, in my mind, that turned the fight around for Mkhabela. He got his timing down. He was starting to make Enslin miss a little bit, and he was making Enslin come in after him. And then when Enslin made the big move in, he ran right into the solid punch. One of those nice knockdowns where he falls right on his arms.
Roundhouse right-hand punch, overhand right, perfectly timed. He
had his
very well connected.
Had that weight setting down on that front foot just as the punch landed. Good timing.
Into engihlale ngisho njalo lena ukuthi kubalekile ngempela ngashana uyithwala impi uyisa kulona olonayo ukuthi itiming yakho ibe sezingeni eliphezulu kakhulu ngani ngoba uma ngabe uhluleka ukwenza lokho uhlangana nembela sithuthu uhlangana nesibhakela siqhamuka makhathini ngempela laphana yebo sikuhlale sibeke phansi indawo.
Well, Tollie Enslin has a lot of work to do now. He was ahead on points. I think that knockdown may have evened out the fight at this stage, beginning of round 4. And Enslin is going to know that he's going to be in a fight. No ways he can write a champion off until the last bell goes.
Ngokucabanga kwami njengamanje lokho kwenzekile emzuswaneni odlulile kuthanda ngempela ukuthi mhlambe ke kusebenza lapha engqondweni yakhe uTollie Enslin uyazi njengamanje ukuthi uhlangane nensizwa laphana engahlenze noma yini laphana enkundleni akahlangananga nje mhlambe nensizwa laphana eshaka kalula okungiyena uEdward Mkhabela.
Mkhabela's tasted victory, or he tasted the blood of that shot, and it's really rallied him into action. He's fighting much better in this round. Joe, there is another issue, the question of 8 kicks per round having to be delivered. Why was that rule brought into kickboxing?
The reason in the beginning we used the 8-kick minimum rule was so that failed boxers wouldn't try to come into our sport and try to just not kick at all and try to pressure fighters and just win by punching only. As you see, the way Mkhabela puts his kicks and punches together makes a much more exciting fight than just having somebody come in and punch only.
Mkhabela, of course, known to use his feet to great effect. As you saw with that big roundhouse kick a moment ago, he's really good with those feet. And Enslin, of course, former professional boxer.
Bathanda ukuthi ngempela laphana bakhombisa ukukhathala ke njengamanje. Kuphinde futhi ngisho into engayisho eqala lapha uMkhabela uyaziwa kakhulu insizwa lena elwa impi epholile kanti uhlokoloza kahle kakhulu uma ngabe ungambhekanga ngempela phansi uMkhabela laphana kodwa nokho insimbi imlamlele.
Oh goodness, that went on the bell. Enslin seemed to be in the stride of that blow already, but he's definitely hurt. Yes, Boetie van der Heever is counting, so he's received that count. That was on the bell, and it was a magnificent punch with a reverse backhand punch coming through straight after that. He kind of hit him with the elbow more just below the elbow, probably not intentionally, but that was a really tough blow, and you can see a visibly dazed Mkhabela still sitting in his corner. On the replay now, Boetie van der Heever, yes, calls his man back. That was a great punch, which definitely hurt Mkhabela. There it comes again. The referee breaks them up. Mkhabela, of course, in the trunks, and there it comes. A big reverse punch. It hit him more with the elbow than with the fist, and that really rocked Mkhabela.
Unompempe ngokwami ukucabanga ukuthi ukuthi abhekisise ngempela ukuthi ngabe kwenze lapha enkundleni. Njengoba sibonile lapha eshaka ngendololwane okaMkhabela. Lokho kubalekile ukuthi akubhekisise azokwazi ukuthi akukhuze.
Joe Corley, this fight has really gone seesaw, one for you and one for me. There's a knockdown now in 2 rounds.
Well, interestingly enough, the referee called it a knockdown. If I was a judge, I would have ignored the referee's call myself because I would have seen it hit with the elbow and I would have seen it hit after the bell, so I wouldn't have counted it on my score. Having said that, I've got Mkhabela up by 1 point, 38-37 at the end of 4.
okubalekile futhi ukuthi nxashana laphana ekhala insimbi akudingekile ukuthi uyeke masinya laphana ukuba sempini ngani ngoba lokho kukufaka inkingeni uthola isibhakele laphana ebesivele siza mhlambe ngaphambi ukuthi insimbi ikhala sikushaye sibeke phansi ngalo ndlela ke kufanele ukuthi ulwe impi ephephile impi ocophelesisa ngaso sonke isikhathi.
Yes, Enslin has seen that reverse strike. He's tried it again. And he's subdued Mkhabela slightly from that punch. It was a telling blow. And then another one, a straight left coming through from Enslin. But this fight has gone seesaw. And no court has been given in this bout between these two junior welterweights.
Mkhabela uthanda ukuthi abonise nxashana laphana azojika lokho ke kuyingozi ngani ngoba uma ngabe ngahle kubonisise kahle ngempela lokho kwenzekayo uTollie Enslin lokho angahle kusebenzise kumvune kumbeke inkingeni laphana uMkhabela. Ashi Barai ephuma laphana esihla laphana sitathule esibuya laphana ku-Edward Mkhabela esihlalile sayithola ngempela indawo laphezulu laphana ekhanda lakaTollie Enslin engithe kudingekile ngempela ukuthi aqaphelisise nxashana eyithwala impi eyisayena kuyena laphana Edward Mkhabela ngani ngoba uma ngabe engakwenzi lokho uyohlangana nembi lazithutha azibone ehleli phansi laphana ku-canvas. Tollie, what can you say about the concentration from both guys?
Enslin seems to have great concentration. It hasn't seemed to have been altered in any way. Mkhabela seemed to start slow, get strong, and then the spinning elbow there at the break at the end of that last round seemed to really hurt his concentration in this last round, and therefore I had him losing the last round.
I've always said it's always important for the fighter to be concentrating fully when he's actually pressurizing, because if you don't do that, you get that Sunday blow that actually catches you and puts you out of balance if you don't do so.
That's exactly right. 1 second, one false move can be the end of the fight, the end of your career.
But still a very close contest so far. Nothing to choose between these two fighters at this stage.
Ukinqi igonqo wento esimbonayo lona njengoba sisho sithi ngempela kuze kube njengamanje ngeke sasho ukuthi ingabe ubani ohamba phambili ngamaphuzu cishe laphana ngasithi hamba uMkhabela uhamba nayo impi sambona abuye ngesikhulu laphana esivinini uTollie Enslin ayithwale impi sicabanga ukuthi mhlambe sengathithika izinto zajika kodwa kuze kube njengamanje uginqi igonqo wento esibonayo lona.
Yes, I think Mkhabela is trying a lot of nice big techniques, whereas Enslin is staying very much with the basics, trying to knock his man out, trying to hurt him close in by when he gets close, not afraid to fight close, whereas Mkhabela likes to stay away, keep his distance, and rather use his very good feet.
Yebo uDerek Dipenaro khuma lapha nge-distancing ibaluleke ngendlela engingayichaza lapha e-distancing uma ngabe uzoyenza ukuthi ivumelane nawe ikuvune ngani ngoba uyakwazi ukuthi usebenzise amagalelo layo okwazi kwasebenzisa noma ke amagalelo okuyiwona akusebenzela kahle kakhulu ungavumi ukuthi insizwa laphana ikulwise impi ongayijwayelanga noma ube ku-distance ongayijwayelanga nengavumelani nawe.
Even as a professional boxer, Enslin was a man that liked to go inside and rough it up with his opponents. And he used to intimidate his fighters. There you can see he never stops. He's ceaseless when he's on his man. He keeps punching, he keeps hurting his man, keeps really badgering his opponent, which of course also affects that concentration, Joe.
It definitely does. He is trying to psych Mkhabela out even as they fight. I saw him whisper something into his ear a few minutes ago as he was leaning his full body weight down on the back of Mkhabela's neck. And it didn't sound like he was whispering sweet nothings in his ear.
Oh, big reverse once again coming there from Mkhabela, and that rocked Enslin. But Enslin, of course, a very tough man.
Ilento ebisho laphana nguJoe, i-concentration nxashana ufaka i-pressure kulo olanayo ibalekile ubheke ngempela ukuthi ingabe kwenzekani ngani ngoba uma ngabe ungakwenzanga lokho cishe uhlangana nezibhakele bengeke zakuthola uma ngabe ngempela buqaphelisisa into yenzayo.
That's that big reverse that came from Mkhabela, and Enslin did well not to go down from that reverse strike. Joe, at this stage, how's this fight going to your scorecard?
Well, it's a very close fight. The judges could have called that last round either way based on that big move by Mkhabela, but a lot of times they'll score a fight with the last thing that they saw, but Enslin had really won the round big up to that point, so I gave the round to Enslin.
Still a very close contest, though, at this stage. One point in it.
I've got 1 point for Enslin myself.
Fight!
Impi lena eliwa laphana ngemzuliswane kumele ukuthi umzuliswane ngempela mangabe ufuna lapha ube umpetha noma unqobe impi unqobe yonke imzuliswane noma ke imzuliswane eminingi kunaleyo olonayo lokho kubeka esimeni sokuthi ke unqobe impi yonke nxashana sefika egcineni.
Being a national title fight, of course, this has to go 10 rounds. If Enslin wants to take this title away, he'll have to stay up for 10 rounds.
And overhead. Fight!
Uyayithola ke njengamanje impi Edward Mkhabela usaphambili kena Enslin asazi noma lokho ngabe ukukhombisa ukuthi usethanda ukukhathala na Tollie Enslin.
More furious action now from Mkhabela. I think he knows that he has to work hard if he wants to retain this title and not be intimidated by this man from Mandini, Tollie Enslin.
Ashibarai alokho isebenzise njalo laphana Edward Mkhabela engibona kunjengamanje kuyesebenzisana laphana Tollie Enslin. Okunye okubalekile emidlalweni ofana nalona ukuthi ukwazi ngempela ukuthi usebenzise zonke izitho zakho zomzimba okumele ukuthi zisebenze emidlalweni wekickboxing. Sengisho unyawo laphana umthikazise phansi laphana ngashibarai nxashana ethi ubheke lokho mhlambe bese uyagalela mhlambe phezulu esiswini noma mhlambe ulandelise ngelinye futhi igalelo lokho kwenza ukuthi adideke leyo olonayo.
Enslin once again just delivers another punch as the bell goes. And unfortunately, of course, sometimes one cannot stop yourself. But there was quite a lot of big pause between the bell going and Enslin delivering that punch. He immediately apologized, of course. But should he knock his man down, that could be trouble. They're going into round 8 now.
Yebo lento shoulder dipenari sizoyibona njengamanje ngeke ngasho ngathi kubaleka kakhulu ukunqashana insimbi khala laphana uhlale usempini ngaso sonke isikhathi ungagive up ngani ngoba lokho kuzaltha esimeni esifana naye sokuthi utholwe igalelo laphana eliza emva kwefight.
Seconds out. Round number 8.
Nice big roundhouse kick coming from Mkhabela, and then he tries that reverse punch again. Didn't connect it there. Round number 8 now. Joe, of course, whether a fighter punches after the bell or not, his opponent still has that obligation to stay protected and his guard up at all times.
Nice, Edward.
Yes, he does. I do think it's reasonable when a man turns his back after the bell is sounded that it's not fair for the other guy to be punching him in the back of the head.
Enslin just puts that left jab out again. Just drives Mkhabela back a little bit. Mkhabela trying that reverse now with regularity, and Enslin just jabbing all the time, pushing Mkhabela back off his stride. But those big kicks from Mkhabela, of course, are very powerful, and they've done a lot of work there. Once again, Enslin just stays busy as he gets inside.
Yebo-ke uphuma igazi njengamanje Edward Mkhabela laphana emlonyeni uqhushwa kahle kakhulu laphana nguyena Tollie Enslin nxashana uthambisa unyawo laphana ugalela kahle kakhulu ngesandla sokudla Tollie Enslin. Sithe imviswane eyishumi ekanti-ke semviswaneni esishagalombili Edward Mkhabela kufuna ukuthi asibheke lesi sandla sokudla esifuna kuTollie Enslin uma ngakwenzanga lokho uzongena enkathazweni.
2 big ones there from Enslin. Really rocked Mkhabela, but Mkhabela did well, and he gets another one on the jaw now. Enslin now really connecting with regularity with that right. And Mkhabela's definitely going to have to keep the left glove up if he wants to stay in this fight. Once again, Enslin just lines him up, wants to use that big right hand.
Buti fana yefer usemsebenzini ngempela ngani ngoba sabona lezi zinto zesikhathi esiningi sezithanda ukuthi zibambane laphana lokho kumnikeze umsebenzi ukuthi laphana abalamule ngaso sonke isikhathi.
Joe, I have the impression that Mkhabela's just tiring slightly.
He is tiring slightly. One of the reasons is that the referee will let Enslin lean on him and hold him down for 8-10 seconds at a time before he gets in here to break him up. I don't understand that. It's a little slow movement on the part of the referee, and of course, when you've got all the man's weight leaning down on your neck, it does tire you out.
That is Enslin now on the replay. Enslin connecting with that nice right jab. Once again, Enslin comes through, just tries that jab, rocks Mkhabela back just slightly, didn't really hurt him, but of course those are all telling blows.
Seconds out, round number 9.
Joe, end of round 8, where are we going?
I've got Enslin up by 2 points myself, 77-75, with Mkhabela not showing the kind of stamina that I would think he would need to pull off the rest of this fight.
Once again, a clinch. Enslin is an intimidating fighter. He never gives up. He never stops. And a little bit of a slip there. I don't think it'll be counted as a knockdown. No, it won't. A slip there from Mkhabela. But Enslin, as I was just busy saying, is a tenacious man who uses all tactics and all kind of methods to intimidate his fighters. Never gives up.
Zinkani zababili kodwa utaqaphelisise ngempela laphana Mkhabela ngahlangana nedolo ngani ngoba ngiyambona ngashana uhlaselo laphana uThole Enslin unokuthanda ukuthi adakhe avike ngekhanda laphana lokho kuzombeka engozini ashayo igalelo ngempela ebelingiqondanga kuyena lokho ke uvuka indlobane ngempela uyathwala impi uyisa kuyena laphana uThole Enslin.
In their last title fight, that's when Mkhabela took the title away from Enslin. It was a lackluster Enslin who seemed ill-prepared, and this time it seems like Mkhabela's the man that is not really doing what he has to do. He's got to remember that he's got to fight better and harder to keep that title than what it was to win the title. Isn't that always a problem?
Yeah, it is a problem. I mean, you have to, when you come back after a loss, you've got to really pour it on, and Mkhabela's not showing the same kind of drive that Enslin has throughout this fight.
Amagats ka Edward athanda ukushona phansi esihle ngempela sihlala sayithola indawo laphana kuyena uThole Enslin ebisifuma yena kuyena uEdward Mkhabela. Kufuneka njengamanje insizwa ene-finish up ngempela enomoya ngempela ekwazi ukuthi laphana iqunge iqonde ngqo endodeni yenze lokho enekhona ukuthi ikwenze ibone ukuthi umphumela ungaba yini na.
Some almost desperate attacks once again coming from Mkhabela, trying to fight from a long distance off. Enslin also getting very careless in this round, staying away and dropping his hands while Mkhabela was attacking, of course, very dangerous.
Not fighting like this. Otherwise, you're not going to do anything to him, huh? What's that? Okay, he's going to give this to me.
That big one coming from Mkhabela, and Enslin just putting on the pressure every time, and that was definitely a slip.
Sithi nje ukubheka kancane ngempela ukuthi ngabe kwenzekene na yebo ethu uyavika lapha ngempela uyadakha egcina eshelelile ephuma phansi uEdward Mkhabela lokho ke lokho kunengozi engiyibonayo noma kunokuhlakani futhi obuthize ukuthi nxashana ubona lapha insizwa ngempela iqhaka uvuma ukuya phansi ukuze ingakutholi uzwe igalela.
Joe, this is the 10th round. What is Mkhabela going to have to do to win this fight?
On my scorecard, he's got only one option, that's to knock Enslin out. There's no way he can catch him point-wise on my scorecard, which of course doesn't count.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Once again coming from Enslin, keeping his man in total trouble, not allowing Mkhabela any grace to move, to use those long, powerful kicks.
Sisemzosaneni wokugcina ngempela lapho kudingeka bonke ubuhlakani bakho emdlaleni ofana nalona, kudingeke wonke amaqhinga namandla onabo uwabonise ngempela ukuthi unabo, uwasebenzise futhi ngobuchwepheshe bonke unabo ngani ngoba cishe laphana zinkane zababili zalingana nhlangothi zombili, kodwa hayi bamba hayi luma. Kufanele laphana ushaya inkomane elithini ngempela ihlale lithole indawo kuzindoda obhekene nayo ivume phansi. Ulokhu esentabeni entanjeni njalo okaMkhabela kuze kube njengamanje. Lokho-ke cishe ngempela kumdlela isikhathi ngani ngoba ngokucabanga kwami kumele ukuthi ngempela ngabe impayilwayo laphana iphakathi naphakathi nenkundla laphana kuze akwazi ukushaya amagalelo akhe ayithole indawo.
Enslin just pushing his man, using his power. He's got a very powerful build, stocky build, just pushing Mkhabela around. And even in the clinches, you can see Enslin just never stops punching, never stops putting the pressure on his man.
Uyabona uma ngabe kuqhubeka kanjena ngempela ngangabazi sihamba isiqoqo sakhe lapha Edward Mkhabela kusakuyena uTollie Enslin phansi nina benkosi uMkhabela ashibarai elandelwa phana hesukudla esihlale sagcwala sathola indawo ngalo mdlalo uyabalela.
Hey, you ready?
Joe, how did you see that punch? That was Mkhabela shook his head and said, "No, I wasn't knocked down."
Well, it came after a series where, like this, where the referee's letting him hold with one hand and punch with the other, and then when Mkhabela straightened up, he ran into a good solid punch that dropped him.
In fact, it was a combination of a sweep and a right hand that connected well on the chin. Sizothanda nje ukuthi sibheke kancane emuva sibone ukuthi ingabe kwenzekeni emzuswaneni odlule engithe umzuswane wamanqamo mhlawumbe bekumele ukuthi wonke laphana amaqhinga insizwa enawo iwakhiphe wasebenzise ngani ngoba bekumzuswane okugcina lapho bekufanele ukuthi khomise ngempela ukuthi ingabe iyona enqobayo. Ashibarai ephuma kuyena uTollie Enslin emphusha kancane dedele sokudla imbumbulu ehlale yamvusa phansi.
Yeah, those are two good punches that really rocked Mkhabela. And Joe, quickly to sum up before we get the decision, what's happened here?
Well, I've got Enslin pulling away by 5 points on my scorecard. Be interesting to see how the judges call it. Mkhabela put himself in trouble a lot during the fight by dropping his head instead of keeping his head up, keeping himself away from Enslin and firing from the outside.
And of course, Enslin, very intimidating bruiser.
He is, but you know that the fact that that Mkhabela stayed inside, dropped his head, lost the fight for him. He didn't have to do that. He could have stayed away.
There's the magnificent National Full Contact Kickboxing Association belt, which we suspect may have a new owner after today. But of course, the judges may have seen it different to what we did.
If I'm right, it'll be an interesting third fight.
Uyabona sesithi sibindi uyabulala sibindi uyaphilisa uma ngabe ungena ngempela emidlalweni ofana lona kufanele ukuthi uhlele ngempela ngani ngoba kubalekile ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi ufike emzuswaneni okugcina usesenamandla kanti ke futhi ukwazi ukuthi ube sesimeni sokuthi unqobe emzuswaneni ngamunye ngamunye.
Well, it seems like the judges are ready to go for the decision. We go ringside with Roy van der Spey now.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Round Easter Show. We have the judges' scores. Judge A scores it 95-94. Judge B scored 95-93. And the final judge, 95-96. A split decision. But the winner, and still the South African, Edward Mkhabela.
Uhambe kanjalo nina benkosi yanqoba Edward Mkhabela uyasivikela ngempela ngempumelelo isiqoqo sakhe abesiphethe saseNingizimu Afrika.
Well, Joe, yes, we were wrong.
Well, you know, I keep saying it over and over that my scores at ringside are unofficial, so nobody asks me what I think before they read the score. Obviously, 2 of the 3 judges disagreed with me by a big margin.
Yes, and then Mkhabela still the champion.